welcome to this educational video about your Vision Super Defined Benefit. My name is Michael Young and I'm the Manager of Member Advice here at Vision Super. A defined benefit is a very unique product and it's something that's very different to the regular accumulation accounts. Because it is so unique, we often get quite a few questions about how a defined benefit works. So I thought I'd take this opportunity today to run through some of our most common questions. One of the most common questions we get about the defined benefit is how are my entitlements calculated? To calculate your entitlements for your defined benefit, it's a multiplication of your salary by something called a benefit multiple. Every year as you continue to work, your benefit multiple increases, as does your salary. Those two factors increasing every year means that your balance gets higher and higher as the years go on. One of the common questions we get asked is about what happens if I leave my job or change employer. There's a couple of things that happen when one of these events happen. If you leave your job or change your employer, the first thing is you have 60 days in order to get another job within a local government organisation or an organisation that's attached to the defined benefit scheme here at Vision Super. If you do get a job within that 60 days, your defined benefit continues on and your new employer will take on the defined benefit and it will continue. If on the other hand you don't get another job within that 60-day period, you actually have to leave the defined benefit scheme. So Vision Super will write to you to let you know that your defined benefit has to close and you'll have to make choices as to what to do with that defined benefit now that it's going to close. It can be a very challenging time and we always say it's important to look at your own circumstances when deciding what to do with your defined benefit, and that's where we're able to help at Vision Super. So what happens if you decide to reduce your working hours as you get closer to retirement? When calculating your defined benefit, we still use your full-time equivalent salary in order to work out what your benefit is. However, for the period that you're working part-time, the benefit multiple accrues at a slightly lower rate, at a prorated rate depending on how many days a week you're working. Again, those two things still continue to increase and your defined benefit still continues to grow. It's important to note that if you decide to reduce your hours, your defined benefit balance or entitlements that you've accrued so far don't go backwards. So does your defined benefit include any insurance? Depending on your age, there can be a component of life and disability or temporary disablement insurance within your defined benefit. A lot of it does depend on what your age is. So what I would say is the best thing you can do is to call up the member services number and have a chat to them and they can tell you exactly what your entitlements are. So are you able to stay in the defined benefit as long as you work? Well, the answer to that one is a little bit more complicated. As long as you're under the age of 65 and you're still your eligible employer, you can continue to be in the defined benefit right up until your 65th birthday. However, once you get to age 65, you are forced to exit your defined benefit. What we'll do is we'll notify you to let you know that your defined benefit is coming to a close and it's time to make some decisions as to what you want to do with that defined benefit. The member advice team will be in contact with you and they'll be able to organise a time to sit down with you and run through your own personal circumstances and work out what options you have with your defined benefit to make sure you're making the right decision for you. And of course, if you have any questions around your defined benefit or anything else to do with your superannuation, you're always welcome to call us up here at Vision Super. Our member services hotline is 1300 300 820. You can always email them as well at memberservices@visionsuper.com.au. And of course, if you ever want to sit down with a member of the advice team, calling up the member services number, they'll be able to organise that for you. Thank you very much.